endorsement of Obama helped sway some of those undecided voters. Let's discuss this and more with our senior political analyst, Gloria Borger, our political contributor, Dana Milbank of the Washington Post, and our CNN contributor, David Brody of the Christian Broadcasting Network. They are all part of the best political team on television. What do you think, Gloria? Those 8–9% undecided, some of them maybe will say, you know what? If he's good enough for Colin Powell, he's good enough for me.
I think you've got undecided voters. You've got those soft Obama supporters who got some reassurance from Colin Powell, suburban women who heard him talk about the Supreme Court, military families in those battleground states who may look at Colin Powell. He's talking to a Democratic strategist today, Wolf, and he had a great line. He said that Colin Powell is the letter of transit for undecided voters to get out of Casablanca.
It can help them. It certainly can't hurt, can it?
Sure, yeah. It's a good housekeeping seal of approval. Now, I mean, we talk about the undecideds. They're not historically a tremendous amount of them now, and the truth is, after this race, if you're still undecided, you've got some commitment issues, I think, having seen what you've seen. But it can only help among those last few who, for some reason, have not been able to.
Does it close the deal among some of those undecided?
Oh, I don't think there's any question about it. I mean, it's the trifecta, if you will. I mean, the national security issue gets covered, so to speak. There's cover on that. There's a cover on the experience issue. And then you just go down the list, and there's just all sorts of issues that Colin Powell helps with, and he changes the storyline a little bit for Barack Obama, especially heading into these last 2 weeks. Anytime a campaign can win the story of the day, and this will carry on more than a day, that's a good day for the campaign.
And he's not regarded as just another politician. So if a Joe Lieberman endorses John McCain, or like Zell Miller in the last election, a Democratic senator endorsing the Republican ticket, they're regarded as politicians. Yeah. And even though Powell may be a politician and considered running for the presidency, he stands on a different level.
Dana, let's go to Florida right now, because Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton, they're together in Orlando, in the battleground of a battleground state, if you will. How significant is it for Hillary Clinton to try to close the deal among some of her still uncommitted voters down there? She has plenty of them in Florida, to reassure them that it's Barack Obama.
You know, Florida is the one place where it probably does matter. If you look overall at the polls, I think it's 81% of Hillary Clinton voters have now, both independents and Democrats, have now sort of rallied behind Obama. He has 90% support among Democrats, which is historically about as high as it can get. The one place they don't necessarily have it is in Florida, which is why you have the comedian schlepping the Jewish grandmothers to the polls.
Sarah Silverman.
Exactly.
Yeah, because there's still some Jewish voters down there who might not necessarily be 100% convinced, David. What do you think?
That's right. And I think Hillary Clinton also, let's be straight about this. I mean, if anybody's going to derail Barack Obama, it would be Hillary Clinton at this point. I mean, think about it. I mean, if she said anything at this point, that would be a problem. Clearly, she's not going to do that. But look at the conversation we had just a few months ago, where we were talking about, will Barack Obama do well in Pennsylvania, West Virginia, some of these Rust Belt states, and all of a sudden, Pennsylvania looks pretty solid for Obama at this point. And the McCain campaign is campaigning in West Virginia. I remember the conversation we were having in the primaries where this was going to be an issue. Doesn't seem as much an issue anymore.
Older women voters. Yeah. That's the ones Hillary Clinton's going to bring along, and that's really important to Barack Obama in Pennsylvania, in Ohio, and in Florida.
And her husband's doing a similar work for him out in Nevada. As we speak, we're going to discuss this and more. She was picked to shore up the candidate's support on the right. Did John McCain make the right pick when he selected Sarah Palin, the best political